Geno, Coach Alderson said felt like the offense sometimes pressing, trying to take a few too many things on itself. Did you feel like that early in the game?
You can't really feel it, but, he's an outside observer, so he can tell because he knows the way we are. And, I definitely believe that what he says is exactly right. And we may have been pressing because, we all want to make plays, and, he does a great job at, settling us down. And, that's something that really helped us in the second half.
When you've pressed, or not just you specifically, but the offense in the past, what are the mistakes that you've made, and what are the things that have gotten better when you've, played freer?
I mean, when we try and do too much, we make uncharacteristic mistakes. We, have turnovers. We have penalties. We, myself, make bad reads or, make a bad throw just because of the fact that I may want to make a play. And, but when we go out and just have fun and play the game and, do what we're supposed to do what we're coached to do, the offense is dynamic, and, we can strike on anyone at any time.
On that point, you're halfway to 4,000 yards. How do you feel about that?
I guess that feels good. I feel like I can, could have done a lot of things better, but, obviously, I'm, happy with, what I've done so far, but, I want to progress and get better so that, I can do better in this offense.
Geno, you said that, you both talked about how hard it was just to get stuff going, and Snow returns that fumble and all. It's like a light switch. Is it take something just like that? That's simple sometimes.
You know what? In college football, those things happen, and that's something that turned the game, and you can tell just the momentum shift that happened. We got the ball after half, and I think we had a 3-and-out maybe, but we had a penalty that backed us up. We didn't get a first down, and they started driving, and it was kind of like everyone was like, here we go again, and the guy fumbles or whatever, he makes the play and runs it down the field, and we just had an extra boost of confidence and energy to go out there and just play our game.
Talk about your relationship with Stedman and Ivan, especially Stedman with 4 straight 100-yard games.
Stedman's a great receiver. I've known him for a long time, as everyone knows, and he tells me a lot about what's going on. He sees the game like a quarterback. Ivan does as well, and he's getting better with each game. He's playing very confident. I think our entire offense is just making strides, and that's something that is going to help us out in the future.
How much is this what you're doing with these guys based on the fact that you guys did play together in high school? I mean, obviously Tavon is having some success too. So
yeah, it's incredible, man. I consider Tavon as my high school teammate too. I knew him since high school, and we've been talking for a long time, and it's just great the amount of just cohesiveness we have, and just the amount of love that we have for one another. It's beyond football, so that when we go out there on the football field, it's almost common nature for us to do good and to play hard for each other.
Geno, as a quarterback, describe what it's like when Stedman, as good as he's going, right, and good as the offense going, he comes off the field. You could throw a touchdown pass to a 6'4" guy like Starks who jumps out of the gym and can kind of handle defensive backs. That's awful nice luxury.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my job is easy. I may get a lot of accolades for, things I'm doing out there, but, it's those guys making plays 100% of the time, and, the offensive line giving me great protection to, deliver the ball to those guys. And, a lot of our plays come off of yak yardage, and, as you can see, those guys are the ones out there just, making things happen. And it makes it easy on me, and, it's just a luxury to have guys like that.
The 4th and 1, I think that's the first time you're taking a snap from under center. Were you ready to do that? How much have you all worked on that?
We never worked on that. That was something I totally ad-libbed it, and it turned out didn't work for us. And it's something that backfired. It's something that, I shouldn't have done in that situation. My competitiveness kind of took over at that point, and I tried to kind of do it on my own. And no one else was knew what was going on, so it backfired on me. And I just got to learn from my mistakes.
Did the helmets get taken off, or did it just come off in the play, or do you know?
I have no idea. I believe it got taken off, but I have to go back and watch it.
What did Madsen say when he felt you back there?
It was just like everyone was like what's going on, and then I took the snap, and tackle started pass setting, and then my guard just stood there, and then it's kind of like I tried to go like 1 against 11, and it didn't turn out good.
Did you think you were down?
No, I didn't think I was down. I obviously tried to keep going, and whatever happened, the refs do their job to keep us protected, and my helmet came off, and he made the call, and had I not done that in that situation, it wouldn't have been talked about right now.
You were probably more down last week when the guy had you by the jersey, weren't you? And he threw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it differs, from different referees, and the game. I mean, you can't really do anything about it. You just got to move on.
Geno, when you guys are clicking, it seems like you can blink. You guys are putting up 23 points in a quarter before you know it. Is it something that gets contagious, whatever that it is, from one series to the next that you guys put together?
I believe so. I just think it's about our confidence and our swagger. You know, sometimes we go out and, you know, I don't think we believe, you know, truly how good we can be. And, you know, that plays a big part in the way we play. You know, we try and do too much instead of, you know, just reacting and, you know, letting our, you know, physical abilities take over. But, you know, when we settle down and, you know, we just go out there and play our game, play smart, and, you know, just be the smarter football team, we do well because we're athletically gifted and, you know, we have playmakers who can, you know, do special things in space.
At the same time, when you're putting the points on the board like that, it seems like when you look at the other team at times, you look out there and from where I'm standing, it looks like they don't have the desire the same way to play the game the way they did.
You know, I really don't know. I think those guys play hard. You know, UConn is a veteran football team, and they play very hard. They gave us a tough game, you know, despite the scoreboard. You know, it's very hard to, you know, move the ball on those guys. And I commend those guys for coming in and playing hard despite their records. And, you know, I hope they do well, you know, in the future in the Big East Conference.
Stedman said, you know, he'll look across the line and see that look is in some guys' eyes sometimes. They don't look like they want to be out there as much. Is that something that you guys all try to feed off of when you do notice it?
I really don't notice it. Maybe though they're more up close and personal with those guys. You know, I'm back there in the pocket, and, you know, I'm just reading everyone, so I can't really tell, you know, looking at guys' eyes. But, you know, I could definitely just tell by someone's demeanor, you know, whether or not, you know, they really want to play or not. But, you know, I don't get a chance to actually get up and close and personal with them.
You know, your interception that wasn't an interception. Did you throw because you saw the flag? Look like you saw it and just let it go to what the heck? Like you knew it was holding.
I threw it out. The guy made a great play.
Oh, yeah, he came back.
I mean, he held him, you know, which was a part of the reason why, you know, I kind of threw it short. And then, you know, he just turned around and made a great play. But, you know, without the hold, if it had, you know, Ivan got a good release after that double move, you know, I think we would have, you know, had a good play in the touchdown.
So you didn't see it there, right? I mean, anything that happened?
I saw him hold him,
okay.
And then, you know, I threw the ball, tried to make a touchdown, and he, you know, the guy turned around and did, you know, just make an incredible interception.
You know, Ivan said that he played bad today. He had some drops. If you end up targeting him 11 times, you go up to him and say, you know what, don't worry about it, we're going to keep coming back to you.
Always. That's something that's, you know, so great about our offense. We all, you know, encourage each other to get past the negatives. You know, I don't think any of us, you know, had a good game, you know, today. I really don't. And, you know, that's something that we'll get better from. But, you know, we all have to just, you know, continue to, you know, just push on and, you know, just work hard and practice and listen to our coaches and, you know, we'll be fine.
And, you know, early in the third quarter, it looked like Dana had a rather animated conversation with you and some of the offensive players. Can you tell us anything about what he said or what the mood was like?
That's Coach Hogerson to, you know, the max. That's the way he handles things. You know, he's on those Red Bulls. He's hyped up. He's that kind of coach, and that's what we love about him. You know, he's a straightforward guy. You know, he's not gonna, you know, shoot you in the crap. You know, he's gonna make sure that you know exactly what he wants you to do, and he's gonna get his point across, and that's what he did.
Point taken.
Point taken.
Thank you.
Hey, when the defense got going with the sack and the safety, how much do you guys feed off that?
We all feed off of one another. You know, I mean, you can see, you know, when we go out there and we're scoring, the defense is going crazy and they're going nuts. When they're, you know, making big stops, you know, it tends to, you know, the game just goes that way for some reason, you know, because it's a team game. And, you know, everyone feeds off of one another on that sideline. And, you know, we do a good job of, you know, just keeping everyone, you know, encouraged and keeping their heads up.